This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. Election Day is finally here.
Here we go. Voters in Wisconsin who aren't among the over 1.5 million who voted absentee or early in person are heading to the polls today. And things at the polls seem to be running very smoothly. The Dane County clerk says we could see record turnout today.
We spoke with local voters on how they view election integrity as some candidates attempt to cast doubt on the current system.
What about the faith in the process itself, in the nation's electoral system, how we choose our leaders? How do you feel about that?
I feel it's incredibly important for all of us to get out and vote.
Do you have faith in the system?
Ever since I was a kid, I'd say I've lost more faith in the system as it's gone on. I do think the elections are fair.
We'd encourage those questions. We encourage voters to observe the process as they're part of it. And then if someone had a concern, they could very easily come to me or contact the city clerk's office to share that, or there are election observers.
The polls, of course, are open until 8 o'clock tonight. We have our team of reporters in studio and out in the field to give you the latest updates throughout the show as Election Day develops.
Look at that team. Everyone's ready.
Team.
Well, let's get a check of our first warn forecast with meteorologist Jacob Montesano. We've seen some rain on this Election Day.
Yeah, and the rain continues at this hour. Now, the good news is that it's just about wrapping up for a lot of the region, but areas to the east may see it last a little bit longer. But the good news also is the fact that we're not really expecting any more severe weather. And we actually haven't had any severe weather, but there was that risk. Looks like that risk has dwindled to just about a 0% chance. But we could continue to see some of these showers, especially for eastern areas, as the storms or the showers will continue to push from the west to the east. Most of the rain will clear out around Dane County around 5 to 6 p.m. Maybe some lingering showers a little bit later in the evening, but we're certainly going to be dry by the later overnight hours. So looking at the evening forecast, some rain as late as about 6 p.m. for Madison, and then we'll be dry by around 7 to 8 p.m. And then we're going to be dry really for the rest of the work week. So I'll talk more in detail about that coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Voting, as we mentioned, is well underway this Election Day. And as the votes are counted, we're getting updates from Dane County and City of Madison clerks. Their next update is scheduled to come in just over an hour now.
Our Braden Ross is live downtown awaiting that news conference. Braden, how has voting been going on here in Dane County?
Yeah, guys, well, so far, so good. We're expecting that next update, like you said, at 5:15 now here at the City County building downtown, and we'll bring that to you live when it happens. But as of 11 this morning, the Madison clerk's office is reporting 23% voter turnout and say they processed 15% of absentee ballots. Remember, they couldn't start counting those until this morning. The City of Madison and Dane County clerks gave their last update a little after noon today. They were asked the big question, of course, how long will this all take to shake out after the polls close tonight? Here's what they said.
We'll get a bunch of results before midnight. We'll have a lot of it, but not all of it. That's just how it goes. So we post results when we get them. So if I get, a smaller township at 9, we'll put it right on the web. So you'll see it. That total includes all the absentee ballots.
Now, they were happy to report that they haven't run into any issues yet today. Since that update back at noon, we still haven't heard of any issues at polling places in Madison or Dane County. Now, again, we will bring you their next update live, again, 5:15, and you can stream that on air, online at channel3000.com, or on our Facebook page to watch the full thing if you are interested.
Yeah,
now, reporting live in downtown Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Braden, thank you. Good to hear things are going well so far. The rain is really the biggest obstacle to deal with, and that's not a big deal. As Braden was just mentioning, turnout will be a significant issue. It'll play a significant role in tonight's election.
With a couple of key areas to watch, political reporter Will Keneally joins us now. Hey, Will.
Hey, that's right. Yeah, so we're going to take a look here at this map of Wisconsin. When we look at turnout, so it makes sense for Democrats to do well tonight. They want to look at both Dane and Milwaukee counties. So I'll show you this map that we'll be looking at here. This essentially shows the Biden percentage of what he won in Wisconsin. So as you can see here, we get some color popping here for both Dane and Milwaukee County. So those will be the key spots to watch out for Democrats. Now, if we flip over to the Republican side, this is where Trump did really well in Wisconsin in 2020. As you can see, a little bit different. The key area here to watch out for is this county right here. That's Waukesha County. That's one of the hotbeds of Republican politics. But you'll also notice, too, obviously populous counties, Dane and Milwaukee both pop there. Now, let's look at the numbers here for voters in Dane County in our area here. Back in 2020, that was one where Biden won that 77% to 23%. Now, that's a 7-point improvement for the Democrats compared to 2016. That's kind of the number that we're going to want to see here for Democrats if they want to do well tonight. Now, for Republicans over in Waukesha County, they did 61% in Waukesha County. They're going to want that number a little bit higher tonight. That will be a good night for them. So we'll continue to watch these numbers as they come in throughout the night. But for now, I'll send it back to the studio with Susan and Brady.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot to follow tonight and a lot at stake. Yeah. With, assembly races and Senate races, lots to talk about. Will be with us all night long. Thank you, Will. And this election, of course, is thought to be one that will be razor tight. Sauk County's presidential vote, for example, was decided by less than 1,000 votes in the last 2 elections.
Wow. Kyle Pozorski is in that purple spot of our state with how people are feeling there. Kyle?
Good evening, guys. Like you said, we're here in Purple Sauk County. We're at the Baraboo Civic Center, just a couple blocks away from the county courthouse square. And we're actually going to kind of show you around here what we're looking at inside this polling place. It really has been quite the line. Some people here are telling me that throughout the entire day, it has been consistent. People come through, they snake through, they get their votes, and then come back over to this other side of this gymnasium and put their ballots into the machines. And once again, like you said, this is quite the purple spot in Wisconsin. Some facts that we do have here. Of course, Sauk is considered a bellwether because it has voted the correct presidential person who would go on to win the presidency nationally in the last 4 elections. That would be in 2008, 2012, 2016, and of course in 2020 with President Joe Biden. Sauk County, of course, voted for Trump back in 2016 by over 109 votes. A testament to how close it is as well. And again, in 2020, Biden again, 615 votes. It is very close. And of course, with the rain that has been happening today, there's some people outside who are sitting in the rain, waiting to come inside. And here, it is also very sticky, very muggy, kind of a testament to the poll workers and the people who really want to make sure they get their vote counted. Reporting here in Baraboo, I'm Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Kyle. Well, next we'll take a look at some of the major races on today's ballot,
including the race for U.S. Senate between incumbent Senator Tammy Baldwin and challenger Eric Hovde. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
Enjoy a taste of Wisconsin with Madison Magazine. Dig into local cookbooks that celebrate our culinary community and history. And meet 2 innovators who've helped us create memories through cooking. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. And the winner is Madison Magazine. Proud to earn 11 Milwaukee Press Club Awards for excellence in Wisconsin journalism. And the top prize for civic journalism in this year's National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
You have a clear choice in this election. Senator Baldwin is a 38-year career politician. I'm a businessman and job creator. She supports taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants. I'll close the border. Tammy wants to put guys and girls sports in their bathrooms. I'll protect our daughters. Senator Baldwin abuses the political system. I'll fight the corruption. I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. I'd be honored to have your vote.
Come celebrate the season with Baraboo Furniture and Mattresses store-wide fall kickoff sale. Every department is on sale. Save an additional 25% off the lowest marked sales price on Smith Brothers and England living room sets. Save an additional 30% off Flex Steel furniture, 25% off Amish furniture. Every department is on sale in our beautiful showroom, including Ashley, reclining furniture, spring air mattresses, and much more. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide fall kickoff sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for 27 years. They've always taken care of me. But when they asked me to talk to you about their special customer event, Us Days, I said, I gotta get in shape. So they sent me this Hollywood trainer. Oh, this guy's no joke. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Now let's try burpees. Us Days is back at U.S. Cellular. Current customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $400 off any tablet.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it, where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
Welcome back. It is Election Day. How many pots of coffee do you think we'll go through today?
That's a great question.
2, 3?
Yeah.
We'll find out. Well, one of the main races on Wisconsin's ballot is for the U.S. Senate. Democratic incumbent Senator Tammy Baldwin is running to keep her seat against Republican challenger Eric Hovde.
We have reporters covering both candidates and their campaigns tonight, and we begin with our Maddie Heimsch, who is with Senator Baldwin. Maddie?
Hey guys, I am here on Library Mall where Senator Baldwin is hosting a meet and greet of sorts with UW-Madison students. I'm going to let you take a look here. She is in the middle of everyone, so I don't know if you'll be able to quite see her, but she is joined by Governor Tony Evers here, and this is that last final push before polls close this evening on essentially her sprint around Wisconsin. We saw just last week she took to 16 different Wisconsin counties in that bus tour just over 5 days, and among those counties, Dane County, Rock County, and famously Purple Sauk County, where we just heard Kyle report a couple minutes ago. And this race between Baldwin and her Republican challenger Eric Hovde is close. At first it was looked at kind of Democratic leaning, favoring Tammy Baldwin, but in the last couple of weeks it has really closed in. Polls now saying it is too close to call. The latest Marquette Law School poll found that among likely voters, Baldwin led Hovde 51% to 49%. So a very close race as Republican challengers kind of around the country are hoping to fight for that Senate majority. But we are going to be following this race throughout the night, and you can find me there all night. We're going to be at her watch party a little bit later, but for now I'm going to send it back to you guys. Reporting live on Library Mall, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Getting every last vote in the rain. Maddie, thank you so much. Baldwin's challenger, Eric Hovde, will be holding his watch party tonight in Madison at the Edgewater Hotel.
And that's where we find our Arman Rahman, who is there now. Arman?
Yeah, Brady and Susan, we were just let in here just a few minutes ago into the watch party media and the Hovde campaign. Still getting things set up here. Now, Hovde himself was also touring around the state today. As for his final push, he was actually phone banking in Sun Prairie this afternoon, just a couple of hours ago, and also continued his bus tour in Little Chute as well as other parts of the state here. Now, again, like Maddie was saying, this is a very tight race and a very high stakes race. Democrats are really trying to hold on to that slim majority they have in the Senate of 23 seats, while Republicans with those 11 seats up for grabs, trying to turn this one around red after it's been blue for decades, since the 1950s. So we'll be here at the Edgewater in downtown Madison as the Huffdy campaign party gets started here and as polls close as the nights go on. So be sure to tune in here and on Channel 2000 Plus for the latest on the Senate campaign. For now, reporting at the Edgewater in downtown Madison, I'm Armand Rahman for News 3 Now, sending it back to you in the studio.
Going to be an exciting night ahead, Armand. Thank you. Dane County Executive, the executive's role is up for a vote. The former county executive, Joe Parisi, retired from the position back in May. It came more than a decade after serving in that role.
Now, State Senator Melissa Agard and Executive Director of RCC Sexual Violence Resource Center, Dana Pellebon, are running to see who will succeed Parisi.
After months of campaigning and hundreds of millions of dollars spent, the presidential election is now in the hands of all of you, the voters.
Christian Benavides is outside of a polling place in Atlanta.
Polling sites across the country are seeing strong turnout as voters decide the next president. Voters say they came out to weigh in on the issues.
The southern border is definitely a big issue for me.
For me, it's going to be women's rights.
Heading into Election Day, polls showed former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris basically tied in the 7 key battleground states, including Georgia, which set an early voting record and has busy polling places today.
I love the energy.
So you think both sides are energized?
To a certain extent, yeah, I think so. I think you're seeing more passion.
What do you think is motivating those who are voting for Kamala Harris?
Hope, honestly. Hope everybody, sees that America is ready to turn this new page in our history.
The closeness of this race indicates results will likely take a while. On his way to the Harris campaign watch party in D.C., running mate Tim Walz made a stop in Make or Break, Pennsylvania.
It's going to take some time to get results. We're going to go up, down, but at the end of the day, as we always do, we will get the results that we know are accurate.
Casting his ballot in Palm Beach, Florida, Trump sowed doubt about the process.
I'm hearing in Pennsylvania they won't have an answer till 2 or 3 days from now. I think it's an absolute outrage if that's the case.
Both candidates will be watching closely with one of the most contentious and unpredictable campaigns in history now in the hands of the people. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Atlanta.
Vice President Harris spent the day calling in for radio interviews on stations in battleground states. She'll hold her election night party at her alma mater, Howard University. Former President Trump also stopped at his campaign office in Palm Beach, Florida, and he says he plans to watch the returns tonight at his Mar-a-Lago home before heading to his election night party at the Palm Beach Convention Center.
Jacob's here now with the latest check on the weather. A rainy afternoon for this election day, but no severe weather yet, right, Jacob?
Yeah, and we don't expect to see any severe weather for the rest of the evening, and conditions are expected to dry out for the next couple of hours, and then we're going to be dry for Wednesday through Friday with the rain returning for the weekend. Now, here's a look at that current radar. At this point, most of the area just seeing some light showers, and this may continue for a few more hours, but by the time we get closer to around 6 to 8 p.m., it is going to pretty much be dry with the exception of some sprinkles. Now, unfortunately, the colors aren't showing up, but here's a look at the rainfall that we've seen. There we go. The rainfall we've seen over the last 3 days, most of the region saw at least an inch, if not more, but further west near the Mississippi River around Prairie du Chien, over 2 inches of rainfall has fallen, and it's still raining right now, although we're only going to see about 1/4 of an inch at most going forward as the rain is really just about wrapping up. Now, we could still see some pockets of heavy rain, especially along the lake, but notice around 6 p.m. going to see one final line of some showers, and then after that point, the rain will be very, very isolated if any rain at all is falling. And then we're certainly going to be dry the later in the night we get, and we're going to see dry conditions really continue for the rest of the week. And here's a look at your forecast for tomorrow. We'll have a little bit of sunshine, but for the most part, we're going to stay pretty cloudy. High temperatures will be in the lower 50s, so a little bit cooler, but actually still above normal for this time of the year. Now, as we look at the rain chances going forward, again, we're not expecting anything for the rest of the work week after the rain right now clears out. We could see some showers return over the weekend. However, that rain chance over the weekend does not look to be as significant as the last couple of days, but we could still see some rain, especially late Saturday into the overnight hours and then on Sunday. Now, temperatures will be pretty consistent through about Wednesday of next week, but we have another chance of rain next Wednesday that will cool things down for Thursday. We may even be seeing our first snowflakes of the year next Thursday, as those temperatures will be cool enough to at least see some snowfall. Still a bit unclear if that will happen, but temperatures do look to cool down by then. But until then, we're still going to see temperatures in the 50s.
Oh, that first snowfall is always exciting, right?
Yeah, it's pretty out there as long as it doesn't carry on into April.
Yeah, you're not very convinced. Thank you, Jacob. Still ahead tonight at 4. We're going to check back in with some voters in downtown Madison.
And it's becoming harder for families to find homes. When we come back, how much the vacation rentals industry has grown in recent years.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like hazy or blurred vision, so it's hard to see fine details. Colors that appear dull or washed out. Or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
I'm Elizabeth Grabby, and this is Home. Whether it was saving our family farm, starting my small business, or standing up to utility rate hikes, I've learned to solve problems by bringing people together. And right now, we have some real problems to solve. Corporations jacking up prices, and extreme politicians banning abortion. I'm Elizabeth Grabby, and together we can bring down costs and protect the right to make our own medical decisions.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
The days are shorter and the chill is setting in. Is your home ready to face the cold?
Feldco's energy-efficient windows can save you money and keep you warm this winter. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no money down and no interest until 2026. Specifically designed for the Midwest, our windows are also backed by nearly 50 years of experience in the industry.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Lease a new Ford Bronco for $399 a month for 36 months, only at your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
It's your thing.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Pick and Save. For thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And low prices that add up to big savings, like over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $2 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Real estate experts say there is an escalating tug of war between would-be single-family homebuyers and investors who are looking for short-term rental properties.
CBS's Skylar Henry crunched the numbers and learned for some sellers, it's about more than just closing the deal.
Here and that we could
step in and help preserve some of that legacy.
Kevin and Laura Smith bought this Revolutionary War era home in Annapolis, Maryland for the history behind it.
Wait, George Washington hid here?
Yes. I think it was 1789. He was headed on a walk down to the governor's house, and apparently he was so swarmed by people that he came into the house and I think maybe went through and escaped out the back.
When the couple decided to sell their piece of history, they wanted to see another family in the home and didn't like the idea of investors swooping in and turning the house into a short-term rental. Jill Wooten is their realtor.
We really wanted to set it up for another family to keep it for, 200 years and have their grandchildren play on the floor here when they're little and then grow up and bring their family here.
Buying up homes and making them short-term vacation rentals is a growing industry. According to Door Loop, there were close to 1.3 million listings in 2022, up more than 20% from 2021.
They're playing in places where, families traditionally want that same thing.
Austin Harrison teaches urban studies at Rhodes College.
Do you think this is really sort of the way it will be, and this sort of strategy will only continue to grow?
It's hard to know what's a bubble and what's not, right? Really what these largest actors are looking for, they're not looking for total market control, at least not yet.
Several towns and communities across the country, including Annapolis, are now considering ordinances to limit the number of homes that can be used as short-term rentals.
We hold similar hopes for it, that it will continue to be a family home and not be used for other purposes.
And it won't. Since we talked with the Smiths, a buyer closed on the home with no intentions of renting it out. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Annapolis, Maryland.
And after the break, we're checking in on voter turnout in Janesville.
Plus, more than a dozen Wisconsin school districts have referendum questions on the ballot tonight. We'll take a closer look at some school budget questions when Live at 4 returns.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
Rewards Club members at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison can get a ticket for a promotional drawing by visiting the Rewards Club booth. Promotional drawings can be either physical or virtual tickets. Physical tickets will be placed in a drawing barrel, while virtual tickets can be redeemed at a promotional kiosk. Visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison and grab your tickets at the Rewards Club booth today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Who is she talking to?
Hi, my name is Damian Clark. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with the Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance, a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, and over-the-counter items. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now and ask about a Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And remember, annual enrollment ends on December 7th. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
You have a clear choice in this election. Senator Baldwin is a 38-year career politician. I'm a businessman and job creator. She supports taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants. I'll close the border. Tammy wants to put guys and girls sports in their bathrooms. I'll protect our daughters. Senator Baldwin abuses the political system. I'll fight the corruption. I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. I'd be honored to have your vote.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Transform your home with top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Save over $1,000 on this Whirlpool kitchen suite after sale price and 11% rebate. Pfister creates thoughtfully designed faucets and fixtures that will fit perfectly with your style, like this Arvada stainless steel kitchen faucet with spot defense finish to help keep it shining like new. $133.49 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
A little bit of a dreary election day today, but it's very mild, and at least the storms didn't develop, so that's good news.
I was outside when it was misting. I felt like a plant, you know? Well, Jacob joins us now in the studio with a look at what we can expect. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Brady, we're still seeing those showers right now, but they are sort of wrapping up, and parts of our area have likely seen the rain come to an end, especially for Platteville and places just to the west of that. Now, you can see the showers moving from the southwest to the northeast, and this is expected to be the last line of rain, and even this rain is pretty light. Now, we could continue to see some pockets of heavy rain closer to Lake Michigan, maybe some isolated storms at times, but for the most part, we're not going to see any severe weather. At least it is very, very unlikely. Rain should clear out completely by around 6 to 8 p.m. and then will definitely be dry later in the night. We also are still seeing some areas with some gusty winds, but this is also expected to calm down for the next couple of hours. So as we look at the evening forecast, could see some lingering showers around 6 p.m. for Madison, but by 8 p.m. we'll be dry, and then we'll be dry really for the rest of the work week. I'll have more on that coming up a little bit later.
Thank you, Jacob. Our election coverage continues. Let's head back downtown to Madison now. Ellie LaLiberte is live from the Central Library, where voting is well underway.
Hi, Ellie. You've been talking to voters there. Have they been sharing with you who they voted for? It's always fun when people are willing to tell you which way they went.
Yeah, Brady, Susan, we've been hearing a lot from voters here today, and I've been at Central Library here for about 2 hours, and one thing voters have told me is that it's been a really smooth process. If we pan over here, you can see that there's no line, but that was a different site earlier this morning. Poll workers here tell me at about 7 a.m. when these polls opened that the wait was about 25 to 30 minutes. They do say that's the longest it's been today. Now that wait is about down to about 5 minutes here. When I was speaking with voters earlier, one of the things they did tell me, like you asked, Susan, was who they voted for, but also that they wanted to be a part of Wisconsin in a swing state. They wanted to vote and take part in that civic process. But some people I talked to had very specific reasons for coming out today.
I really wanted to vote because it's important for my race. I'm African American, so I have to have our race be, heard and not, muted, because we are sometimes muted. So I need to make sure that we are able to have a voice.
Of over 100 different polling locations throughout Madison. But if you have not registered to vote or have not come and vote, you still have time. You can same-day register in Wisconsin. You just need to make sure you bring a valid form of ID. That can be a Wisconsin driver's license, a passport, or a student ID. You also need to bring a proof of address, so that could be something like a utility bill. Again, polls don't close here until 8 p.m., so you do have time. We'll continue to keep you updated as we get closer to poll close. But for now, reporting live from Central Library, Ellie LaLiberte, News 3 Now.
Thank you very much, Ellie. Well, we know university campuses all over the country are seeing students go out and vote.
UW-Madison's campus is full of action on this election day, and our Meryl Hubbard is on campus. She's been talking to students in the rain. Hi, Meryl. How's it going there?
Hey, Susan and Brady, happy election day. Yeah, UW-Madison's campus is pretty wild right now. We got booths all over Library Mall, but people encouraging voters to get out there on election day. And a Tammy Baldwin event just wrapped up here, where she did a meet and greet with students. And I am with one of the organizers. You're part of College Devs, Whitman. Can you tell me a little bit about the energy that's going on here today?
Well, we've been out here since 7 a.m. and we're going to be here until polls close at 8 p.m. It's obviously a stressful time, but we've seen incredible energy out here to elect Vice President Harris to the presidency and to re-elect Tammy Baldwin to the Senate. People are very excited, very engaged, and we've been talking to voters all day.
Yeah. And the vibes are kind of weird. It's a little rainy and everything. Like, what are you getting from students? Are they really anxious to find out results?
I think everyone's anxious to find out results. It's a very important election, but students are excited. They are coming out to talk to us in huge numbers. We've had incredible events all day, and the energy all across campus has been just insanely positive for both Vice President Harris and for Senator Tammy Baldwin.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you so much, Whitman. And then coming up tonight, we're going to talk to GOP college Republicans to see how they're doing with their watch parties so we can balance out our coverage for you guys. But for now, reporting live on Madison's campus, Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Thank you very much, Meryl. More than a dozen school districts have referendum questions on the ballot. One of Wisconsin's biggest school districts, MMSD, is asking for $607 million.
Our Tanisha Shaw is joining us in the studio. She's going to be following this story as the results come in tonight. And Tanisha, voters will see two separate questions on the ballot today, right?
Yep, this is just one of roughly 15 schools in our viewing area, which is southern Wisconsin, that's asking for more money. Madison Metropolitan School District is asking for $100 million towards operations and $507 million towards facility improvements. If improved, the money will go towards competitive salaries for staff, fixing their, quote, aging infrastructure, renovating 10 schools, and more. If both referendums are passed, property taxes on a home worth about $400,000 will increase by $364 annually. If it doesn't pass, MMSD Superintendent Joe Gothard says they might have to lay off staff.
Cost more for us to provide the services that our students or the citizens require and want and desire. You know, we are left with no choice. Since, 2010, 11, somewhere in that time, our state revenues have not kept up with inflation, and over time, that gap has just continued to grow.
Again, Madison isn't the only district that has a referendum on the ballot today. Sun Prairie, Janesville, and several other counties are asking for more money. We will continue to follow the results and impacts of these questions throughout the night. Susan and Brady, back to you.
Thank you, Tanisha. Well, now let's go to Rock County. Our Jalen Banks is in Janesville. We're all over the place. He's checking in on voter turnout and the system the city uses to count absentee ballots.
Hi, Jalen. How is turnout looking in Janesville so far?
Susan and Brady, I've been down here, Janesville, at Janesville City Hall for a couple hours now. I would say voter turnout has been pretty steady, and I know viewers at home are probably thinking, where is he? It looks as if he's in a garage. And I'm at the Central Count Center here for Janesville City Hall. Now, you may be wondering exactly what that is. So the Central Count system, it means all the absentee ballots that have been either sent out by mail or voted by in-person absentee voting will stay here at City Hall and be processed by one machine here at City Hall. And speaking with the city's clerk, absentee voting has a new standard in Janesville.
2020, there were 22,000 absentee ballots to count. In 2024, there's going to be 17,000 to count. What that tells me is if I go back to 2016, there were a total of 9,000, and that included all of our absentee ballots. So what that tells me is we've kind of ticked up on absentee usage and that we're in some sort of a new normal.
Now, if we can come back on cam, I'm actually going to step out of the way real quick to show you guys the machine that counts all of the absentee ballots for the city of Janesville. As city clerk mentioned, 17,000 ballots for the city of Janesville for absentee so far. And there's 98,000 registered voters in Rock County itself. So we're talking about nearly a fourth of registered voters for the county voting absentee here in Janesville. Now, it should be noted that Beloit in our viewing area also has the Central Count system, as well as Milwaukee County, which is just to the east of us, which is something to keep an eye on as we enter the later hours of this evening when we're waiting for election results. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. Reporting live in Janesville, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
We will be with you through the night, Jalen. Thank you. And a shout out to all those poll workers doing this civic duty. Boy, thanks to you for all you do. Investors are anxiously awaiting today's election results. The Dow rallies to gain 427 points. The Nasdaq was up 259 and the S&P 500 gained 70. A Madison radio station has already started playing Christmas music. That means holiday shopping is almost underway.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ready or not, Consumer Reports has some November deals to help you out. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, Snatch Waist. Loving the results. It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
He sent me to
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month or get 3.99% APR for 72 months on a new Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Coming up at 5, there's a lot of action on UW-Madison's campus, and we're talking to youth voters to see how they're feeling on this long-awaited election day.
Coming up at 5, we'll use Future Track to show the end of showers across southern Wisconsin, and then talk about the next chance of rain and when you can expect it.
And ahead at 6, voting after work, we're bringing you up to date on wait times at the polls, everything you need to know before you cast your ballot tonight at 6.
If you've been looking at your calendar, Thanksgiving is later this year than it normally is, and that means those big Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales will be a little closer to Christmas.
Oh goodness, it's that time of year, isn't it? That doesn't mean you can't find a bargain earlier in the month, and as Michelle Renee Quinn shows us, Consumer Reports handpicked some of the best November deals to help you start that holiday shopping season.
There's no better time of the year for bargain shoppers than November. Here are some of the best deals on Consumer Reports' recommended products.
You don't have to wait until Black Friday to get a really good deal. Throughout November, we see lots of really great prices. They do tend to come and go. So keep an eye out on whatever you're looking to buy, and you can snag some big savings before the end of the month.
Shopping for your favorite foodie? You can't go wrong with a versatile Dutch oven. This 5.5-quart Le Creuset is on sale for $340 at Amazon. It's been a top performer in CR's ratings for years, heats up fast, and is a cinch to clean. A great pick for those who love a sleek-looking kitchen appliance, this Cosori Dual Blaze Air Fryer is now $160 at Amazon. It has a large capacity and it's easy to clean. Give the gift that keeps on giving with a cool gadget that'll do some dirty work around the house. This Roborock S8 Pro Ultra robotic vacuum is $1,099 at Amazon. It earned an excellent score in CR's carpet test and doubles as a robotic wet mop. For the true tech lover on your list, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 LTE is $199 at Amazon. Although it's not the latest model, it holds its own against newer competitors with a range of workout, sleep, and heart rate tracking sensors. And finally, it wouldn't be November without deals on TVs. This LG OLED is $1,424 at Walmart and around $1,500 at Amazon, Crutchfield, and Best Buy. This 65-inch set delivers excellent picture quality, high dynamic range performance, and sound.
If you want to get your holiday shopping done early this year, you can take advantage of great deals like these all month. But if you want to save a bit more, wait until Black Friday when the prices might get better.
And now it's time to take advantage of those holiday deals. This is Michelle Renee Quinn.
Consumer Reports says you can also watch for deals on headphones, stand mixers, smartphones, and even large appliances this month. Did you make your list?
No, this is too much for my brain to process. Too soon. Let's get through the election, then we'll worry about Christmas shopping.
One thing at a time.
Yes, let's do that. Speaking of the election, some more political analysis still to come on Live at 4. UW-Madison professor Mike Wagner is here. He's going to sit down with us. We'll talk about the presidential candidate's impact on our state when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
Todd Novak is a compassionate and independent voice for us in the Assembly, but Elizabeth Grobby will tell any lie she needs to get herself elected. Grobby's dishonesty about Todd Novak is shameful. The truth, Todd Novak passed legislation protecting exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother, and voted to expand access to birth control, not ban it. It's time to reject the desperate and ridiculous lies from Elizabeth Grobby and her radical allies. We deserve better. Todd Novak for Assembly.
For over 30 years, Denver Mattress has been crafting factory direct mattresses with innovative design and unrivaled quality, improving the sleeping lives of millions of people one night at a time. And during the pre-Black Friday sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm, only $349.99. And save $50 on our Buena Vista lineup, or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime. And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
I thought with everything going on, we could all use a little smile break. So this one is on Gruber Law Offices. You're welcome. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
If you went somewhere else and got denied, come get it proved at Steve's Auto Sales.
They were telling me I had super bad credit, but I came to Steve and everything worked out.
Steve has came through for me and my family a few times. We've tried other dealerships and couldn't get anything, but we came to him. He worked out very well for us. We're pleased.
When they come to Steve's Auto Sales, they're excited and happy when they leave because they leave with the vehicle they came for.
If you want any testimony to the importance of Wisconsin in this election, you just have to look at the number of visits the candidates have made to the Badger State.
Here's a look at who has been visiting our state the past couple of months.
The state of Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, let's win this thing. Let's go.
Hello, Wisconsin! Wisconsin will decide who our next president.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Wisconsin. God bless you.
Oh, it is good to be back in Wisconsin.
God bless you, Wisconsin. I'll be back soon.
Boy, what a ride it's been.
We're so popular.
The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel says the two presidential nominees and their running mates and surrogates have made more than 40 individual stops in Wisconsin since mid-July. The candidates, as you know, and you saw there, have touched literally every corner of the state.
Yeah, to put it all in perspective, we welcome Mike Wagner, professor of journalism and mass communication at UW-Madison and a frequent guest to News 3 Now. Hello.
Mike was on the morning show, so he needs a little extra coffee. It's been a long day for you already. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So, yeah, what are you thinking about tonight's results, or as we wait for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fun to think about the odds, right? Because it's a very close race, but it's also important to think about the stakes. I mean, in many cases, we can think about democracy being on the line and the free and fair elections and peaceful transfers of power. We can think about reproductive rights. We can think about immigration. Huge issues are at the stake. And it's a case where our state is the path to the White House for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump has a couple of different paths. Harris really needs this state. And the Democrats need to hold the state in the Senate to have a chance at holding their majority. So Wisconsin is central tonight.
Other than Milwaukee and Madison, the big hubs, where will you be looking tonight at other parts of the state to see what the turnout looks like and which direction the trends are going?
Yeah, I'll be looking at the WOW counties that surround Milwaukee. And so generally reliably Republican, but leaking support over the last couple of elections, including the state Supreme Court race. And we think that that's largely on the back of reproductive rights preferences, which would bode well for Harris. But this is a presidential race when partisanship kind of gets reanimated in people's lives. And so if Trump can stop the bleeding in the WOW counties and in the BOW counties up a little bit further north, then he has a much better chance to hold on to the state.
We saw a lot of momentum for reproductive rights over the past couple of years. Are people still feeling that way, or is the economy going to be a big driving factor tonight?
Usually in presidential races, it's the economy. And it's hard to sustain the kind of energy and anger that people who didn't like the overturning of Roe have sustained for so long. And so it's hard to know. We'll find out over the course of the next day or two as we count the ballots, but it does appear that reproductive rights is a centrally important issue to people, and it remains so as we've gotten all the way to Election Day.
We're going to be watching the balance of power in the Senate, in the House, and in our state Assembly and Senate now that legislative maps have been redrawn, and Democrats will be watching the Democratic support in some of the rural counties now, because that's a change since our previous election.
They have a real chance to take the state assembly, which would be remarkable after the last 10+ years of being in the wilderness. A little bit harder for them to take the state Senate, even though they would need to win fewer seats, but just the way that the new lines are drawn, the assembly is open, and it could be either a very narrow majority for Republicans or Democrats at the end of the counting.
All right, thank you very much for being on with us.
Exciting night.
Sure is.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Great to see you.
And we already have some breaking news out of Milwaukee. 30,000 ballots will need to be recounted that had already been counted. Officials say there was an issue with a counting tabulator not being properly sealed. Out of precaution, the city will recount each ballot. This will increase an already long count for the county, and we will bring you more updates as we learn them. We'll be right back.
Don't miss the 35th Annual Winter Art Fair Off the Square, November 9th and 10th at the Monona Terrace Convention Center, featuring over 100 Wisconsin exhibitors with a wonderful selection of ceramics, paintings, glass art, wood, jewelry, and much more. Place your bids at our silent auction Saturday only. Children will enjoy the Young Collector's Corner. Buy local for the holidays. The Winter Art Fair Off the Square. Put it on your calendar today.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. And AC cover, just $4.99. Lawn and leaf bags, only $1.99. Splash windshield washer fluid is just $2.29. Liquid hand soap, only 99 cents. Hurry, these hot deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get more big savings right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Shop the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. Lease a new Silverado 1500 starting at $355 a month, or a 24 Equinox EV starting at $279 a month. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromMadison.com.
Are you struggling with back or neck pain due to herniated or bulging discs? Midwest Spine and Nerve Center may be able to help you get back to your active lifestyle with our non-invasive, drug-free treatment methods, including non-surgical spinal decompression, Class 4 laser, and more. Serving Madison for over 15 years, we've helped hundreds of patients alleviate their back or neck pain. If you're looking for an alternative back or neck pain relieving therapy, call us to schedule a complimentary, no-obligation consultation today to see if we can help you get out of pain.
Every day starts with a routine, but it's the details that define our day. Clarity that helps you focus and keeps your goals in sight. In every moment, every look, every glance. See the world your way with Wisconsin Vision. Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The Senate race showdown, Eric Hovde against incumbent Tammy Baldwin. Our team takes you inside both camps to hear from the candidates and their backers. As the votes roll in, we'll show you what's at stake and what the future could hold for Wisconsin. That's tonight at 5.
Election 2024 reaches the finish line, and News 3 Now is your local source on election night. Our team brings you continuous coverage today on WISC-TV, Television Wisconsin, Channel 3000.com, and Channel 3000 Plus.
We have a special moment to note. Viewers have been bombarded by campaign commercials, seemingly nonstop for the past few weeks.
Everybody's saying make them stop. Well, coming up in this next break is the last TV ad that politicians have purchased in this 2024 campaign. Tomorrow, it's back to all of your favorite commercials.
We did it, everyone.
We'll be right back right after this.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
You have a clear.
Are your homes?
You have a clear choice in this election. Senator Baldwin is a 38-year career politician. I'm a businessman and job creator. She supports taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants. I'll close the border. Tammy wants to put guys and girls sports in their bathrooms. I'll protect our daughters. Senator Baldwin abuses the political system. I'll fight the corruption. I'm Eric Hovde.
Hello, Wisconsin insurance brokers. Are you seeking outstanding dental coverage options? Momentum Insurance is your answer. A locally owned Madison company, we specialize in meeting Wisconsin residents' dental insurance needs. Our comprehensive coverages, competitive commissions, bonus programs, and online portals are what set us apart. Partner with us to elevate your group dental offerings. For details, visit our website at MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Insurance, your partner for outstanding dental coverage.
Bob's Discount Furniture presents this year's biggest challenge. It's time to dare to compare. My Mango set is only $9.99 versus theirs at $15.69. My signature hybrid mattress versus the leading brand name hybrid mattress. Theirs is over $1,000 more. My Playday is $7.99. Theirs is over $2,000. My 6-piece modular Bob, $14.99. Theirs is over $2,500. See how much you can save when you dare to compare. In store or at mybobs.com.
No matter what your dream is, Spectrum Business can connect you to it. That's life unlimited.
Are your home's tired, leaky gutters saying, rain, rain, go away? Is your basement at risk of flooding? To the rescue, Fry Construction and our absolute gutters. Our gutters are custom fabricated on site for a perfect, seamless fit that's engineered to excel. Wishing for a break in the clouds? How about a sunny 29% discount on our absolute gutter system? To get this great deal, visit fryconstruction.com today to schedule your roof or siding replacement.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
And that wraps up Live at 4 on this election day. Tomorrow, the director of the Marquette Law School poll, Charles Franklin, will be here. We'll do a complete post-mortem on the 2024 elections. And coming up next at 5, the presidential election being so close may have you feeling a little stressed out. We'll bring you some expert tips on how to step back and manage that stress. Thanks for watching Live at 4 today. We hope to see you right back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right after this.